Colorado High School Activities Association Baseball is on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com this afternoon from Holy Family High School in Broomfield. It's the Brush Bee Diggers against the Holy Family Tigers, along with Chris Brom. I'm John Beltran on what is easily one of the, even though it's only the beginning of the season, Bull, one of the nicer days of the 2012 Colorado High School baseball season. We anticipate worse, I'm sure, in the coming weeks, but today, I mean, this might as well be late May as far as we're concerned.
Spectacular afternoon for baseball, John.
Yeah, temperature is in the, I'm guessing, in the 70s, I would think, conservatively. Here in the 70s, these two teams are meeting for the first time, at least here in Broomfield, since the opening round of the playoffs 2 years ago, a year in which Holy Family won the state championship and defeated Brush in the opening round of the playoffs 12-7. Holy Family won last year and Brush 13-6. Momentarily, we'll bring you the starting lineups. The Bee Diggers and their road maroon uniforms with the gold numerals and lettering, and Holy Family in their white jerseys with the purple and gold numerals and lettering. And the Bee Diggers starting line is brought to you by T.O. Charlie's for a great used car or truck. If you don't see what you want on the lot, they'll find it for you at T.O. Charlie's, 700 West Platte Avenue in Fort Morgan. Batting first for the Bee Diggers is the pitcher Gregory Maris. The left fielder Eric Garcia bats second. First baseman Mitch Tormolin is the third hitter. Batting cleanup is the third baseman Tyler Monday. Trevor Blake, the catcher, hits fifth. The second baseman Ryan Hirschfeld bats sixth. Daniel Soto, the right fielder, hits seventh. Shortstop Kyle Rosenbrock, the freshman, will hit eighth. And the ninth hitter for the Bee Diggers is the center fielder Dylan Acosta. Defensively for Holy Family, Garrett West is at first. The second baseman is Joe Walls. Zach Deaton over at third. Evelyn Granberg is the shortstop around the outfield. Connor Stanley is in left. Jay Elliott in center. David Johnson is the right fielder. Behind the plate is Chris McManus, and Louis Simpson is on the mound for Holy Family. So that's the way the lineup shakes out for the Bee Diggers and the defensive alignment for Holy Family. Simpson, a right-hander. And, you know, the thing with high school baseball, can't always tell at the collegiate and minor league and major league ranks, but in high school baseball, you can watch a guy warm up and basically tell not necessarily what pitches he throws, but, of course, velocity is the first thing you look for. And not the tallest pitcher here is Simpson, but it looks like he's got some velocity on that fastball.
Yeah.
And the Bee Diggers have struggled to score runs. Of course, a lot of them came off the basketball season, and it's been the big inning for Brush. Holy Family opening up their season today, but Brush is 2-1 as they defeated Platte Valley 5-1 with a 3-run sixth inning, then beat Fort Morgan 7-6 as they rallied from a 6-0 deficit with 7 runs in the sixth inning, and then lost to University in the Fort Morgan Spring Classic Championship game last Saturday 5-4. This will be a nice battle between two of the better teams in 3A. We know that when you think about 3A baseball, at least from year to year, the Eaton Reds have been the measuring stick. You know, Eaton, I believe the winning streak is at either 43 or 44 against Brush. Bee Diggers have had several opportunities, 1-0, 5-3 type of losses. But when one team has your number, and doesn't matter what level it is, you just look for that one break and you beat them, and then you get some momentum going. And Holy Family certainly has had Brush's number in recent years. As we mentioned, the playoff victory 2 years ago, 12-7 right here in Broomfield, followed by last year's 13-6 win by Holy Family. So the one thing the Bee Diggers have got to do today is hold down those bats. 25 runs for Holy Family over the last 2 games, which is why they're going with their senior fireballer in Gregory Maris. So he should be able to, at the very least, keep Holy Family on their toes when they come up to the plate.
Avoid the big inning. If you're the Brush Bee Diggers, you want the big inning on offense, but you want to avoid that big inning when you're on the mound.
Well, and, in baseball, especially at this level, the advantage always goes to the home pitcher only because they're used to pitching to that. Maris, although he's thrown tons of varsity innings over the last 2+ years, starting when he was a sophomore, has never been on this mound. And that's why the first inning, you've seen it at the major league level, that the first inning, even for good pitchers, is always the toughest.
Exactly.
You get into that groove. Opening pitch will be brought to you by Ingmeyer Phillips Insurance, locally in Fort Morgan and Brush, offering home, health, auto, farm business, and workers' compensation insurance. Ingmeyer Phillips Insurance. It looks like we'll get this game underway at about 3:05, and Gregory Maris will step in for the Bee Diggers. Maris on the season right now is still looking for his first hit. But he's certainly somebody who knows how to put the ball in play. He did reach base 4 times in that victory over Fort Morgan, 3 walks and a hit batsman. And Simpson operating out of the stretch, and the pitch is a fastball to knees for a strike, and it's 0-1. To the right-handed hitting shortstop, Gregory Maris, the stretch. And the offering, swung on and lined towards left field. Diving is the shortstop. Granberg can't get it. It's a base hit for Gregory Maris, his first of the season. And it'll send up Eric Garcia, the left-handed hitter. By the way, you can follow us, and Bull, you've seen it as well, KSIRsports.com. Click on the appropriate links. You have an animated version, right?
Follow everything pitch by pitch.
Garcia has been productive this year, leads the team already with 5 stolen bases. The stretch by Simpson. And the offering. And the breaking ball is down and in. 1 ball and no strikes to Eric Garcia. Yeah, part of the problem for the Bee Diggers 2 years ago, they fell behind early. And they had to rally just to get within 5. Last year, they had a 6-5 lead in the 6th and lost 13-6. 2-step lead, the 1-0. Swing and a miss on a fastball up and away, and the count is level at 1 ball and 1 strike. Looked like you went fishing for that one. 1 ball, 1 strike with Maris at first, a 2-step lead, if even that. Now he stretches it out just a bit further with an open stance as Garcia. Simpson delivers, and that is a changeup, a little bit low and in. 2 balls and 1 strike. A nice change of pace.
Yeah. In a good spot, too, right there at the knees.
Yeah, good spot. I mean, and lefties like that, down and in. But Garcia did not go fishing there. Again, a 2-step lead for Maris, and Simpson with a 2-1 pitch swung on and popped foul and out of play. Count is level at 2 balls and 2 strikes. John Beltran with Chris Bullbrom from Holy Family High School in Broomfield. On maybe the best day for baseball. I mean, I don't know how it's going to get any better when the playoffs come in early to mid to late May. 2-2 to E.G. Simpson comes home, and that is a called strike 3 on the inner half. And Garcia strikes out. And there's 1 down. 1 down for Mitch Tormolen. Tormolen on the year for the Bee Diggers with 3 RBIs so far. The stretch of the pitch and the breaking ball, he waved at it. It was in the dirt. Tormolen hitting .273 going into this game. And it's 0-1. And that's the first curveball he's thrown, and maybe that's why Tormolen was a little bit surprised there, Bull. Again, a short lead for Maris at first. The right-handed hitting first baseman awaits the 0-1 pitch. Here it is. Breaking ball, that's a beauty. He wanted to swing at that one and did not. It's 0-2.
Got to work on the play recognition there.
Well, the first time around is sometimes more difficult for the hitter than the pitcher. 0-2 with 1 out, top of the first inning. Simpson stretches. And the pitch. Fastball is low and away. Count goes to 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out, 1 on. Simpson looks back. Maris with about a 2.5-step advantage. McManus setting up towards the outside. And the pitch swung on and lifted high down the right field line. A long run to his left under it. And making the catch is David Johnson. And there's 2 down. 2 down for Tyler Monday. Monday, the Bee Digger third baseman. Hitting from the right side, had a big RBI double in that 7-run 6th inning 2 games ago against Fort Morgan. Simpson looks in, the pitch. That is a fastball up and in. 1 ball and no strikes. That's what you want to do with these big hitters. You got to tie them up, right? Extend the arms. Well, it's going a long way. For all of your auto supply needs, stop by Central Auto Parts in Fort Morgan. The 1-0 offering. Swing and a foul, took something off it. And the count is level at 1 ball and 1 strike.
Simpson did a good job of changing pace.
Well, he's thrown 3 good pitches so far. The fastball, the changeup, and the breaking ball. And he's got the Beat Diggers, with the exception of Gregory Maris, off balance. Maris was there to begin the game. He's still there with 2 outs. McManus lays down the sign. And the 1-1 pitch changeup is off the glove of McManus towards the screen. Maris takes off for second. It's 2-1. As that will be a pass ball. And the count is level, or checked at 2 balls and 1 strike to Tyler Monday. Now Maris in scoring position. A base hit would give the Beat Diggers the early lead in Broomfield. Simpson stretches, looks back. And the 2-1. Grounded foul on the breaking ball towards the Holy Family dugout. It is 2-2 to Tyler Monday. The Holy Family had a big right-hander named Josh Tinnon, a senior who threw in the upper 80s 2 years ago, leading Holy Family, at least on the mound, to the 3A state championship. The stretch. Monday awaits the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss and a breaking ball, and the catcher McManus will tag out Monday. And the inning is over. No runs on 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. Let's head to the bottom of the first inning. Brush nothing. Holy Family is coming to bat on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. John Beltran, Chris Braun back from Holy Family High School in Broomfield. Jay Elliott will bat first for Holy Family, play center field. The catcher checked at the shortstop. Devlin Granberg hits second. First baseman Garrett West is the third hitter. Cleanup hitter is Zach Trombley. He's the DH. The second baseman Joe Walls hits fifth. Third baseman Zach Deaton hits sixth. Chris McManus behind the plate will bat seventh. Louis Simpson, the pitcher, hits eighth. And Connor Stanley in left field will be batting ninth. The Beat Diggers defensively have Mitch Tormolen at first. Ryan Hirschfeld is the second baseman. Tyler Mondays at third. In between them at short is Kyle Rosenbrock. In the outfield, Eric Garcia is in left. Dylan Acosta is in center. The right fielder is Daniel Soto. Behind the plate is Trevor Blake. And the right-hander Gregory Maris is on the mound. He's already got a save this year that came against Fort Morgan. And a 7-6 win by the Beat Diggers. Went 2 innings. That was his only appearance so far. So we've got 2 pretty good hard-throwing right-handers going at it today in Broomfield. The right-handed hitting Jay Elliott steps in for the Tigers. Line by Maris in the pitch, and the fastball's right down the middle for a strike. And it's 0-1. As long as he doesn't flatten out that fastball, he's very effective. 0-1, breaking ball down and in. Count is level at 1 ball and 1 strike. And you can tell Maris works quickly. He loves working quick. The offering, swung on, foul back. He blades that fastball right down the heart of the plate. It's 1-2 to Jay Elliott. The Beat Diggers did not score in the top of the first inning as Maris was stranded in scoring position. And the pitch, breaking ball, called strike 3 at the knees. And there's 1 down. That was sweet, right? I mean, right at the knees. 1 down for Devlin Granberg, another right-handed hitter playing shortstop for the Tigers. As he steps in, he's right on top of that plate. Maris is going to have to challenge him. The pitch, swung on and fouled back. A late swing. That tells you how hard the senior Maris is throwing. And it is 0-1 to Devlin Granberg, the Holy Family shortstop. Line in the offering. Breaking ball is up and in. Didn't break much. It's 1-1. Welcome home to your hometown grocery store featuring Morgan County's largest variety, the Brush Grocery Cart. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, bases empty, bottom 1. Brush nothing, Holy Family nothing. And the pitch, and that is taken upstairs. 2-1, took something off of that pitch. Maris has enough confidence in his fastball that when he gets away from it and he falls behind in the count, he'll go right back to it. The 2-1 pitch, swung on and fouled back, and he had that one up in the zone, yeah. 2-2. And this breaking ball starts off at around the left shoulder or hip, depending upon how high he throws it to a right-handed hitter. And as you saw with Elliott, it froze him. Right. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Granberg. Line by Maris, the offering. Breaking ball grounded sharply up the middle. Rosenbrock plays it. He throws to first, and that is in. Dropped by Tormullen. In time, but Tormullen somehow dropped what was a perfect throw. And, you know, what that leads me to believe is that the ball was lost in the sun.
It's a bright day out here in Broomfield.
Yeah, but so that'll bring up Garrett West, hitting from the left side. Nice play by Rosenbrock off that Baltimore chop. Stretch and pitch. Fastball is lined into right center field for a base and a long run for Soto. He'll have the ball go right to his legs towards the fence. Around third is Granberg. He's going to score. Garrett West is headed to third, and he's going to be... Is he safe or out? He's tagged out. Boy, he did not slide. Tagged out by Tyler Monday. It'll be an RBI for West. We'll call it a single and an error on Soto. Holy Family with a 1-0 lead. And that'll send up Zach Trombley. Wind and pitch. Breaking ball is a strike. On the outer half, it's 0-1. Swung on and fouled. No balls and 2 strikes. And the pitch. Breaking ball is down and in. 1-2 to Zach Trombley. Swung on. That ball is driven into left field, and that's going to fall for a base hit as it's cut off by Acosta. Rounding first is Trombley. Headed to second to throw the slide. The tag. He's out. The V-Diggers make 2 plays. That one going 7-6-4. And the inning is over. Holy Family had 1 run on 2 hits. There were 2 Beat-Digger errors, and nobody left. Let's head to the second inning. Holy Family 1, Brush nothing on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. Well, the Beat-Diggers benefited from some bad base running by Holy Family. They had 2 runners thrown out, 1 at third, 1 at second, so the Holy Family leads only 1-0 as we head to the second. Trevor Blake against Louis Simpson. The pitch, fastball is right down the middle for a strike. And it's 0-1 to the right-handed hitting Beat-Digger catcher, Trevor Blake. 1-0 Holy Family. Beat-Diggers did commit 2 errors in that first inning. The offering. Fastball is down. Count is level at 1 ball and 1 strike.
Birch wants a shot at this. They're going to have to tighten things up defensively.
Oh, yeah. I mean, a 9-4-5 to throw out the first guy, and then left to short the second to throw out the next guy. And that bounces in. 2-1. The Beat-Diggers, ironically enough, they made the errors, but then had to make some nice defensive plays.
Exactly.
To throw out base runners. 2 balls and 1 strike. The stretch. Simpson out of the stretch with the bases empty. And the offering. And that is low. Took something off of that. 3-1 to Trevor Blake. The Beat-Diggers had Gregory Maris in scoring position in the first inning, but he was stranded. 3-1 to Blake. Swung on, chopped foul up the third base side. Towards that Holy Family dugout, it's 3-2. Simpson already thrown 21 pitches in the game. The payoff pitch coming to the Beat-Digger catcher, and that bounces in, and Blake walks to begin the top of the second. Beat-Diggers have their second base runner. That'll bring up Ryan Hirschfeld.
First 2 innings with the leadoff runner on.
And let's see if the Beat-Diggers can capitalize and tie the game. Hirschfeld made a big play out there when Soto got the ball in, and they nailed Garrett West at third base, or checked that. Yeah, it was West at third as Granberg had scored. And that fastball is a strike. And it's 0-1. 0-1 to Ryan Hirschfeld. The stretch by Simpson. 1-step lead the pitch, and the breaking ball bounces in, blocked nicely by McManus. And the count is level at 1 ball and 1 strike. John Beltran, Chris Brom, we're in Broomfield. on a gorgeous day. 1-0 Holy Family in the top of the second inning. Hirschfeld awaits the pitch with an open stance. Here it is. That is a fastball just below the knees. Ball 2, strike 1 to the Beet Diggers second baseman. Again, Blake with a conservative lead at first base. Simpson looks in. 2-1 pitch. Swung on and fouled back off the fist. Count goes to 2-2. Cargill Meat Solutions takes as much pride in the community, just as they do in the products they provide to their consumers. Cargill Meat Solutions, part of the KSIR V106 scholarship program. 2-2 to Hirschfeld. And Simpson looks in. The offering, and the breaking ball is upstairs. Chris, he's working up a pitch count here in this inning alone. This will be pitch number 12 after he walked Blake on a full count.
Got to give the Beet Diggers credit. They're making him work.
Well, that's the way you get a starting pitcher out of a game prematurely. Let's see if Blake takes off from first. He's got speed. The 3-2. He is not going, and that is inside with a fastball. A walk to Ryan Hirschfeld. Beet Diggers have first and second. The infielders and the catcher McManus will meet on the hill. That'll bring up Daniel Soto. And you wonder with Soto, is he going to lay down a bunt? A .222 hitter so far this season. For the Beet Diggers, hitting from the right side. Certainly would like to atone for the error. One of 2 errors the Beet Diggers committed in the bottom of the first inning. At second is Blake. At first is Hirschfeld. McManus lays down the sign. Simpson. As Soto squares to bunt, looks back. The offering. And he tried to bunt it. It bounced in. Blake is headed for third, and he's in there easily on the wild pitch. But it's 0-1.
Says a base running by Blake on that one.
Yeah.
Got secondary lead.
Yeah, not sure why Soto took off there. No balls, 1 strike. The Beet Diggers with runners at the corners, trailing 1-0 in the second, with nobody out in Broomfield. Hirschfeld, the trail runner. Looks like Soto will swing away now. Long pause, the pitch. Fastball is right there for a strike, belt high. 0-2 to the Beet Digger right fielder, with Kyle Rosenbrock, a gritty freshman shortstop, on deck. Boy, Simpson takes his time, Bull. He's not rushing anything. And the 0-2. Breaking ball is lined in by the first baseman, and then tagged out is Hirschfeld. Caught by West. Wow. Just bad luck for the Beet Diggers there. Nothing you can do with that one. And a double play.
Can't hit a ball much harder than that.
No.
Unfortunately, right at the first baseman, who snow-coned it on the leap.
Yeah, he did. But the double play makes it 2 down. And here is Kyle Rosenbach. A base hit will tie the game or a wild pitch. The offering. Breaking ball is grounded weakly on the left side, and that is fielded by the third baseman, throw to first, and Zach Deaton retires Kyle Rosenbach, and just like that, we went from no outs to 3 outs on 2 pitches for the Beet Diggers in the inning. No runs on no hits, no errors, and a man left. We played an inning and a half from Broomfield. Holy Family 1, Brush nothing on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. John Beltran, Chris Braun back from Broomfield. Holy Family 1, Brush nothing as we head to the bottom of the second inning. And for Holy Family, they will be sending up Joe Walls, the right-handed hitting second baseman. Against Gregory Maris. We allowed just 1 run in the first, but didn't get the defensive support you were talking about last inning with the 2 errors. Excuse me. Wind and pitch. Breaking ball is a strike on the outer half of the knees. 0-1. And that was a nasty break. Yeah, well, nice. Wind and offering. Another curveball grounded on the left side. Tyler Monday, the third baseman, with a long throw. It's perfect, and Tormola nearly had trouble with that one at first. I think he's fighting the Sun. There's 1 down here in the bottom of the second inning. Yeah, the son's got to be a factor. Because he's an excellent first baseman. One down for Zach Deaton, the left-handed hitting third baseman for Holy Family. The pitch, and that breaking ball is right there at the knees for a strike. It's 0-1. Gotta love those curveballs.
I like it.
And it's going to be a low-scoring game with the way these guys are throwing. The Beatdiggers just need some luck offensively. The pitch, swag, and a miss on a fastball at the belt. And it is 0-2 to Deaton. And that was just pure gas. Wind and offering. Swing and a miss. He blew him away on a fastball, and there's 2 down.
And unlike Simpson, who takes his time on the mound, Maris is just going to work.
Yeah, I mean, he needs, well, first of all, Simpson doesn't wind up. He operates out of the stretch, even if the bases are empty. Here's Chris McManus, the right-handed hitting catcher for Holy Family. 1-0 Tigers in the bottom of the second. The offering. The breaking ball is just inside. 1 ball and no strikes. Holy Family with a couple of hits in the game. The Beatdiggers have 1 from their pitcher, Gregory Maris. 1-0 pitch. And he's shorter on that, a little bit low and away. Might have taken something off of that. It's 2-0. Yeah, I want to get one of these next 2 guys out so you don't go back to the top of the lineup in the third. 2-0 offering. Fastball is a strike at the knees. 2-1 to McManus. And notice when Maris is behind the count, he won't even give in. That fastball, it barely got the knees. 2-1 offering. Fastball is upstairs. 3-1. Your one-stop shop for all of your banking and investment needs, from checking to savings to IRAs, is Morgan Federal Bank. Upstairs, and it's a walk to McManus. Morgan Federal Bank on Ensign Street in Fort Morgan. That'll bring up Louis Simpson. Right-handed thrower, but a left-handed hitter. The Holy Family's got 3 lefties that we've seen in this lineup. Got a courtesy runner at first, it looks like, and Jared B. Herrera. The offering. Swung on and lifted to left field. Should be a routine play to his left, and making the grab is Eric Garcia. The inning is over. No runs, no hits. No errors and a man left. Let's head to the third inning. It's 1-0 Holy Family over Brush on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com.
John Beltran alongside Bull Brom here in Broomfield as Holy Family takes on the Brush Beatdiggers. Top of the third inning right now. Beatdiggers trail 1-0, and we are set to lead things off with the number 9 hitter for the Beatdiggers, Dylan Acosta, the center fielder, getting ready to step in as Louis Simpson gets set for his third inning on the mound.
Yeah, and he's thrown quite a few pitches here so far, Chris. I mean, he threw 32 over the first 2 innings. I mean, not bad, but when you're averaging 16 an inning, you want to get closer to the single-digit column.
Well, he got lucky with a good defensive play in that second inning for a double play. Blew his pitch count there. Simpson from the stretch, kicks and fires, and that fastball bounce took Acosta's head off, but it's going to make the count 1-0.
Yeah, the Beatdigger hitters, for the most part, are disciplined. They won't swing at anything even that far away from the plate.
Simpson comes stretch. He's going to kick and fire, and that one swung on and missed. Brought the gas right down the middle of the plate.
Levels the count at 1-1.
Acosta stands in there. Simpson taking his time, kicks and fires. That ball's going to miss low with the fastball. That's going to move the count to 2-1 to the Beatdigger center fielder. Simpson, like we said, takes his time. He's getting a big hurry out there. Pitching from the stretch, even with nobody on. Here's the 2-1 pitch, and that one's high. 3-1 the count.
All with a changeup on that 2-1. Yeah. And keep in mind, he walked 2 batters to begin the second.
Yes, he did. Simpson comes stretch. There's the pitch, and that's a strike at the knees with the fastball. That's going to move the count full 3-2.
Brought the gas there. But again, extending the pitch count. It's another full count.
Both of those walks in the second inning came on full counts. And here's Simpson with the pitch on the 3-2 count. That one's swung and fouled straight back. Count stays at 3-2.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm agent Greg Mullen is there. Let Greg Mullen work with you to get the discounts you desire and the coverage you need. State Farm agent Greg Mullen.
3-2 to the Beet Diggers center fielder Dylan Acosta. Here's the pitch, and that one's fouled straight back. Acosta hanging in there tough. A couple of good fastballs on those last two pitches.
The Beet Diggers are battling. You know, they just need that break. They had a runner in scoring position in the first inning. You mentioned that double play to end the second or near the end of the second.
Simpson from the stretch. Here's the 3-2 pitch, and that one's fouled back. Tried the off-speed pitch there. Tried to change it up a little bit and try to foam on the breaking ball. Costa doing a good job. Again, running that pitch count up. And the 3-2 pitch. And that one's grounded down the third base line. Oh, fumbled by the third baseman. And he makes a long throw, not picked up by the first baseman. And Dylan Acosta will be safe at first.
Yeah, that'll be an error on Zach Deaton over at third, like you mentioned.
He fumbled the exchange there from his glove and then threw it in the dirt.
Yeah, fairly routine play.
All right, we're back to the top of the lineup. The pitcher for the Beet Diggers, Gregory Mayer, steps in. Mayer's led off the game with a base hit, but was stranded at second. Ooh. Checks his swing, but it's still a called strike on the outside corner. Mayer's with a solid base hit to lead off the game, but unfortunately they just couldn't bring him home. Simpson kicks and deals. That ball misses down low. 1-1 to the Beet Diggers pitcher.
1-0 Holy Family here in the top of the third inning. John Beltran with our man on the mic here, Bull Brom.
Acosta with a conservative lead away from first. Simpson with the pitch. And that one misses low. That's going to move it to 2-1.
On a few changeups here in this inning. Try to get the Beet Diggers off balance, but Brush has had runners on base every inning.
They've had the leadoff hitter on base every inning.
Right.
Unfortunately, just hasn't equated to any runs. Acosta takes his lead. Simpson comes set from the stretch. Here's the 2-1 pitch, and that one misses in the dirt. It's now 3-1.
Outstanding block there by McManus.
Already a pass ball and a wild pitch by Holy Family. So the pieces have been there. Unfortunately, they just can't catch a break. Simpson comes set. Acosta takes his lead from first, and here is the 3-1 pitch, and that one's on the outside corner for a called strike. I think Maris thought he had ball 4 there, but that's going to move the count to 3-2. 1-0 Holy Family here in the top of the third. Runner on first, nobody out. Simpson comes set. Here's the pitch, and that one misses low, and that's going to be a walk to Gregory Maris. Puts runners at first and second with nobody out.
The third walk issued by Simpson. He's already thrown 47 pitches in the game as the Beet Digger left fielder is about to step in here, and let's see if Eric Garcia's got major speed. Leads the team in stolen bases, as well as Alec Peterson.
Alec Peterson,
courtesy runner at first base.
Right. So that puts Peterson at first base, Dylan Acosta at second, and like you said, Eric Garcia coming up. Beet Diggers left fielder struck out in the first inning. He's 0 for 1 on the game. And he squares around the bunt, takes it outside. 1 ball, no strikes to Eric Garcia. Beet Diggers trail 1-0 here in the top of the third.
And we'll have a visit to the mound. This is a good visit because Simpson has really struggled at times in this game. I mean, in the first inning, he was throwing his sharpest. I don't think they're going to take him out here, but of course he ran into trouble in the second, first, and third, and nobody out. A line drive double play, and then a ground out to end the inning. But I mean, and this is not all his fault.
No,
it was an error by Deaton to begin the third baseman, and then the walk here to.
Like we've talked about, some deep pitch counts early in the game, walks on full counts, and Dylan Acosta did a good job of fighting off some tough pitches to start the inning.
Yeah, and I don't know. Simpson looks like a younger pitcher to me. I don't know.
He does look younger.
Yeah, it doesn't look like a senior, but again, we don't have all the classifications of the hometown Holy Family Tigers. Next up for the Beet Diggers, by the way, they'll be back in action a week from today when they take on the Indians in Yuma, 4 o'clock, and Bull Braun will be in Windsor on B106 and B106.com for the Mustangs and Windsor Wizards. Of course, Fort Morgan will be playing a doubleheader on Saturday, a rare doubleheader because at 2 different sites, at Northridge at noon and at Berthoud at 4 o'clock. Heavy duty for Josh Miller.
All right, they're done with the meeting on the mound. Left fielder Garcia stands back in. Simpson comes set. The runners take their lead. He squares around the bunt. Oh, and he bunts it foul. Back behind the catcher. That's going to move the count to 1-1 on the Beet Diggers left fielder Eric Garcia. Again, 1-0 here in the top of the third as the Beet Diggers try to get something going. They've got 2 runners on to start the inning. Eric Garcia at the plate. He squares around to bunt, and he takes that one in the dirt.
Yeah, the thing with Garcia, I know they're trying to do this wheel play, so the third baseman, Deaton, doesn't have to field the ball, but Garcia's got major speed. He could easily leg this out if he puts the ball in play with his 2-1 count.
As John said, 2-1. Simpson out of the stretch. The runners take their leads. He squares around the bunt again, and that one's bumped in the air. Foul down the third base line. And that's going to make the count even at 2-2.
Oh, boy, at this point, I mean, Garcia's a very good hitter, even though he struck out his first time.
I'd like to think he's swinging away with 2 strikes. I'd like to see him put the ball in play here, especially with 2 on to start the inning.
He's got that sun in his face there. That might be a disadvantage for the left-handed hitter.
Here's the pitch on the 2-2, and that's line to center field. That's going to hang up and be caught by the center fielder. It was hit hard right on the button. Unfortunately, just stayed on the line right through the center field.
Yeah, Jay Elliott made the catch, but that ball was, like I said, that was a line out.
That's Eric one away. Runners have to stay put.
Yeah, that'll bring up Mitch Tormolin.
Mitch Tormolin, the first baseman for the Beet Diggers. Flew out to right field his last time out.
Simpson's already up to 52 pitches, 30 strikes, and 22 balls.
He's been working hard the first 3 innings.
You know, the Beet Diggers have been unable to take advantage. They still trail by a run in the 3rd inning.
You'd like to see him put it in play there, and he did, unfortunately, right at the center fielder. Here's the pitch, and that ball misses in the dirt. It's going to start things out 1-0 to Mitch Tormolin, the first baseman for the Beet Diggers. Again, when you get the first 2 base runners on base to start an inning, you want to put the ball in play, and he did. Garcia did a good job, unfortunately. Nothing to show for it. Here comes the pitch, and that one's at the knees for a called strike. 1-1 to count on Mitch Tormolin.
Well, on a smart pitch there because he threw a first pitch breaking ball. That time went with a straight fastball. You just got to get back into the count, as Simpson did.
I think Simpson needs to stick to the fastball a little bit more. I think he's relying too heavily on his off-speed stuff. Here he comes from the stretch, the 1-1 pitch, and there's another fastball on the outside corner for a called strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count to Tormolin. That's one thing I've noticed in the first 3 innings is he's struggling with consistency on his off-speed stuff, but when he sticks to the fastball. Simpson with the 1-2. That one is high, 2-2.
Holy Family scored their run in the first thanks to a base hit and a couple of Beet Digger errors against Gregory Maris.
Mitch Tormolin, the right-hander at the plate. Here's the 2-2 pitch from Simpson, and that one's in the dirt. And that's going to move the count 2-3. Again, another deep pitch count.
This could be his last inning. I mean, because of the pitch count. We're approaching 60 pitches here by Simpson, and he's only thrown 2 1/3 innings so far.
But he has yet to give up a run.
Yeah.
Beet Diggers have got to capitalize. You can run the pitch count up, but you got to put runs across the plate. Simpson from the stretch. Here's the 3-2 pitch to Tormolin, and that is swung and fouled straight back. Count holds steady at 3-2.
Boy, nice job of Tormolin staying back. I never anticipate a 3-2 breaking ball, especially at this level, but he did and was able to take that half swing and stay alive in the count.
And again, the Beet Diggers doing a good job of putting some good at-bats together. Unfortunately, just can't seem to get a run across. Simpson from the stretch. Here's another 3-2 pitch to Tormolen, and that one's grounded to the second baseman. And he fumbles the ball. He fumbles it and then throws it away. And the runner is safe at first. Tormolen is safe, and that's going to be an error on the second baseman, Joe Walls. Joe Walls fumbled the ball and then threw it wide at first. And Tormolen was able to beat it out. So now we've got the bases loaded with one away here for the Beat Diggers. Again, unfortunately for Louis Simpson, able to make a pitch when he needs it, and his defense let him down a little bit.
Well, another visit to the mound, but it was for the coaching staff. Oh, there it is. That means he's going to be taken out of the game. So why don't we take a break here with the score? Holy Family 1, Brush nothing. We're in the top of the third. Oh, let's hold on. Are they going to keep him in the game? I thought it was a second visit to the hill.
Oh, I think he was meaning to check on his first baseman because there was a bit of a collision between Tormolen and the first baseman on that wide throw to first. I'm thinking it was a courtesy check on his first baseman to make sure he was okay.
Boy, you're a step ahead of me. I didn't realize that, there was a errant throw, but that bobble out there by Walls on a very routine ground ball.
Looked like a double play ball at the rate he was going, but unfortunately, that's going to bring up Tyler Monday, the third baseman for the Beat Diggers, with the bases loaded and one away here in the top of the third. Holy Family leads by a score of 1-0. Simpson comes set from the stretch. Here's the first delivery, and that ball is in the dirt. Another good block by the catcher, McManus, as he's been working hard back there behind the plate.
Well, I told you right before the game, these are normally two fundamentally sound teams, but it's not happening today. A combined 4 errors, 2 by each team.
2 errors here in the inning alone. 2 errors and a walk. Simpson comes set with the 1-0, and that one's in the dirt, and that's going to move the count to 2-0.
I'm surprised he's throwing breaking balls on the first 2 pitches. Got to go with a fastball here. If I'm Monday, the train of thought is to take because you're heading the count, but then again, if you get a fastball down the middle, you could really drive one.
Right now, it seems like the only pitch Simpson can locate is the fastball. And you're right. Do you sit on the fastball or do you take? Simpson comes set. Here's the 2-0 pitch to Monday. And that one's on the outside corner. There's the fastball. Into the count to 2-1. And I think that was a good take by Monday. It wasn't a fastball he could do a lot with.
It was down in the zone.
Yeah.
And the only thing you could do with that is golf it. And if you golf it, you might pop it up in the infield, and that gets nothing done.
Yeah.
Northeastern Colorado's hometown savings and loan with locations in Brush and Fort Morgan is Equitable Savings and Loan.
Bases are loaded with 1 down here. 2 errors and a walk in the inning. Simpson comes set, the right-hander with the delivery. Foul down the right field line and out of play. And that's going to get to 2-2 to Tyler Monday.
Monday just helped him out. That pitch was way out of the zone.
Yeah, that's a pitch you got to lay off. 2-2 the count on Monday with the bases loaded here and 1 down.
This will be the 64th pitch delivered by Simpson.
Beat Diggers without a hit this inning. Here's the 2-2 delivery from Simpson, and that one's grounded through the hole. Diving stop by the shortstop. That's going to bring a run home, and no throw from the shortstop as he was able to dive and get to the ball. The shortstop, Devlin Granberg, able to make a nice diving stop for the ball, and fortunately no play. So the bases are still loaded with 1 out. That's going to be an infield single for Monday and an RBI as the run scores. That's going to bring home Dylan Acosta. And the score is now tied 1-1.
And here is Trevor Blake for the Beat Diggers.
Trevor Blake, the catcher for the Beat Diggers, stands in, and that's a called strike. That's the first hit for the Beat Diggers this inning. And it was an infield single.
Well, and Granberg, though, saved a run. Would have been an easily 2 RBI hit.
Simpson comes set. Here's the 1-0 delivery is grounded to short. The throw to second for 1. On to first, and the throw is too high. Runner is safe. They got the out at second. Another run does score, and that's going to move the Beat Diggers ahead by a score of 2-1. Now runners at the corners with 2 away. Good job by Devlin Granberg to get the out at second. Unfortunately, the relay throw was too high. And Trevor Blake is safe at first.
There's Ryan Hirschfeld.
Hirschfeld digs in. The pitch from Simpson. That one's taken low. 1-0 the count to Hirschfeld, second baseman for the Beat Diggers. Hirschfeld walked his first time up in the second. There's the 1-0 pitch. That's grounded hard to third. Fumbled again by the third baseman. A long throw to first. And he's safe at first. And that's a high throw and unable to make the tag as the first baseman. That's going to bring home a third run. Beat Diggers now lead 3-1. And another error on the third baseman. Zach Deaton.
At E5 there. And here's Daniel Soto.
Soto steps in. Here's the first pitch, and that's taken on the inside corner at the knees for a called strike. Hirschfeld with an 0-1, with a 1-0 count. 0-1 count. Excuse me, Soto with an 0-1 count. There we go. Simpson with the delivery. That one's taken inside. 1-1 to the right fielder, Daniel Soto. Again, just one hit for the Beat Diggers so far this inning, an infield single by Tyler Monday. But 3 errors by Holy Family. Here's the 1-1 delivery. That one's lined between the hole between third and short. They're going to hold up the runner at third, and that's going to load the bases with 2 away here. A sharp single to left field between the third and short by Daniel Soto. And that's going to load the bases again for the Beat Diggers, this time with 2 away. And in steps Kyle Rosenbrock, the freshman. Rosenbrock grounded out last time up. He steps in with the bases loaded. Simpson comes set. Here's the first delivery, and that one is low and in. 1 ball, no strikes to Kyle Rosenbrock. The Beat Diggers have almost batted around here with only 2 hits in the inning. 3 errors, a walk, an infield single, and a sharp single to left. Simpson comes set. Here's the 1-0. That one's at the knees. That's a called strike.
How do you like your first half inning calling a Brush Beat Digger? This has been a wild ride. I mean, you've got a couple of hits, you got 3 errors, you got a walk, the bases are loaded. I mean, you got everything.
They got a little bit of everything, keeping me on my toes. Simpson taking his time getting the sides. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Rosenbrock takes it in the dirt. That's going to move the count to 2 balls, 1 strike. Again, the base is loaded with 2 away here. Brush now leads 3-1. They trailed 1-0 heading into the top of the third inning.
But you mentioned, I mean, the 3 errors have really hurt Holy Family in this inning, and Rosenbrock's ahead in the count.
He's ahead 2-1. Here's the 2-1 delivery, and that one swung on a miss. He golfed it that one down low, and that's going to move the count to 2-2 on the freshman shortstop, Kyle Rosenbrock. It's a good-looking young player, though.
Oh, yeah, player. Yeah, he'll make contact here. I would be surprised if he whiffs. If he only whiffs, it's due to inexperience.
Simpson comes set. Here's the 2-2 from the stretch, and that one gets away from the catcher. Here comes the runner from third. He's going to slide, and he is safe. Another wild pitch. And Trevor Blake scores from third on the wild pitch, and that's going to move the score 4-1 in favor of the Beat Diggers, and that's going to make the count full to Kyle Rosenbrock. So now we've got 3 errors, a walk, an infield single hit, and a wild pitch.
Yeah, quite an inning.
I think we've covered everything so far.
And it is 3-2 to Rosenbrock with a 4-1 Beat Digger lead.
2 away here, and runners at second and third as both runners advance on the play as well. Simpson's got the side. He comes set. Here's the 3-2 pitch to Rosenbrock, and that one is low. And Rosenbrock takes the walk, and that is going to load the bases again with 2 away.
This will be the 10th hitter of the inning as Dylan Acosta steps in.
Well, they batted around. As we're back to where we started, Dylan Acosta, who led off with an error, reaching on an error by the third baseman. Here's the first pitch, and that one swung on and missed. Brought the gas there.
Well, he tried to make it 8-1.
You know, he was swinging for Denver County.
This is ridiculous. I've called hundreds of innings, and I do very few innings where the team bats around. Your first half inning, you get a bat around already.
You know, what can I say? They must like me. Here's the 0-1 delivery, and that one's fouled straight up in the air over by the Beat Diggers dugout on the first base side. The first baseman makes the catch, and that will retire the side.
Garrett West puts it away.
We'll take a break here. The Beat Diggers lead 4-1, heading to the bottom of the third on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. We're back from Broomfield as Holy Family takes on the Brush Beat Diggers on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. Bull Braum alongside John Beltran. The Beat Diggers with 4 runs in the last inning. It's now 4-1 Beat Diggers, courtesy of 3 Holy Family errors, 2 base hits, and a wild pitch. That was an inning, Scott.
That was a half inning.
That was only half an inning, because now we start the bottom of the third, and here's the first pitch of the inning, and it's taken low by Connor Stanley, the left fielder for Holy Family. 1 ball, no strikes. That one's taken outside. 2-0 to Connor Stanley.
Yeah, the one thing, Maris, he's going to be a little bit rusty here because he was in the dugout for a while.
Maris kicks and fires. Here's the 2-0 delivery, and that one's up and in as Stanley had to back away, and it's now 3-0 to the Holy Family left fielder.
They don't have the scoreboard activated here, which surprises me.
Maris with the 3-0. There's the fastball, and this is inside, so a 4-pitch walk to lead off the bottom of the third inning to Connor Stanley. And you hope that's just an anomaly from Maris.
Yeah, that's his second walk issued in as many innings as they're back to the top of the order.
Jay Elliott steps in, the center fielder for the Holy Family Tigers. Maris from the stretch. Here's the first delivery, and that one is a called strike at the knees.
Well, that breaking ball, I mean, he went after the breaking ball after throwing fastballs out of the zone. It's amazing how confident he is in that pitch.
And he works quickly. Maris not messing around. Here's the 0-1 delivery. That one's in the dirt. Checks his swing. No swing. And that's going to move the count to 1-1 on Jay Elliott, the center fielder for Holy Family. Connor Stanley on first. He walked on 4 pitches to lead off the inning. Jay Elliott at the plate. Here's the 1-1 pitch from Maris, and that one bounces in the dirt.
Well, Gregory short-armed that one, and when he short-arms a pitch, he knows he gets in trouble. He's not happy with himself there, but just rear back and go after Elliott here, down 2-1 count.
Yeah. 2 balls, 1 strike. Maris delivers, and that one gets away from the catcher. Blake fumbles that one, and the runner does move up.
That'll be a pass
ball on Trevor Blake, and that's going to move the count to 3-1 on Jay Elliott. Now a runner at second with nobody on. And a little rest for Maris here to start the bottom of the third inning. He comes set from the stretch. Here's the kick and fire. That one's popped foul down the first base line, and it's going to drift over the fence and out of play. And that's going to run the count full. 3-2 to Jay Elliott. That was a good pitch by Maris. Regain a little confidence, find the strike zone. Like you said, a little rust after that long inning in the dugout. Maris has a sign. He comes set from the stretch, runner away with his lead at second. Here's the pitch to Elliott, and that one just misses. And that's going to be ball 4. And we've got runners at first and second with nobody out on back-to-back walks from Gregory Maris.
Well, with Devlin Granberg coming up, he's a tying run already here in the third with the Beat Diggers up 4-1 on Holy Family.
Granberg looking to atone for a couple of errors in the previous half inning that led to some Beat Digger runs. The big right-hander steps in. Here's the first delivery, and that one is high. Here's 1 ball, no strikes to Devlin Granberg.
At 502 Ensign in downtown Fort Morgan, the place to shop for all of your appliance needs is B&B Appliance, a member of the Brand Source Retail Program.
Here comes Maris from the stretch. The 1-0 delivery, that one's fouled to the screen. 1-1. Like you said, Devlin Granberg with those 2 errors last inning, leading to some Beet Digger errors. He's going to be looking to bring at least one home, if not two, as he's the tying run here. Beet Diggers lead 4-1 in some of the third after a wild top half. Here's the 1-1 delivery from Mayers. That one's at the knees for a called strike.
He took a lot off of that pitch. That's the one that he short-armed to the last batter.
A nice pitch at the knees. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Granberg. Hopefully Mariners get a little more confidence here. He's from the stretch. Here's the 1-2 delivery. And that's grounded to the shortstop. Rosenbach to second for 1, and that's all they're going to get is the out at second. That was a solid fielding decision by the freshman Rosenbach at short as he got the easy out at second. And that's going to move Connor Stanley to third. And Devin Granberg now the runner at first after that ground out.
Yeah, close play, too, Bull.
It was close. Good news for the Beet Diggers is it was a force play.
Yeah. Yeah, the tag out, he would have been safe. Here's Garrett West.
Garrett West digging in. The first baseman, left-handed hitter. And he lines one to the gap in right field. That's a long run to the right fielder, and it is gone. 3-run homer for the first baseman, Garrett West. And just like that, Holy Family has tied this game up. It is 4-4 all in the bottom of the third inning on a big home run to right field by Garrett West.
Well, Bull, that's what happens when you're hanging up pitch. And that's exactly what Gregory Maris did to a left-handed hitter.
He knew exactly what to do with it.
Yeah, you can't hang a pitch like that. It's a brand new ball game with Zach Trombley.
Zach Trombley digs in. It's now 4-4. Yep, he just hung that breaking ball in the middle of the plate. The big left-hander wasn't afraid to swing at it.
So you've called 4 outs. You've called 4 outs so far, and 7 runs have scored. 4 by the Beet Diggers, 3 by Holy Family to even the game.
I think I'm doing all right. Maybe my last baseball game, but you know.
Well, the truth of the matter, Bull, is that these are 2 good teams, but it's been sloppy baseball.
It's been
so far.
Seriously sloppy baseball. 5 errors between both teams. Here's the first pitch to Zach Trombley, the DH, and that's taken inside for a ball. Moves the count to 1 ball, no strikes to Zach Trombley. Here's the second pitch, and that one's flying to right field and hit well. Back goes the right fielder, and it's over his glove, and it bounces over the wall. And that's going to be a ground rule double. So that's back-to-back hitters that he's left pitches out over the plate and paid for it. Mayor's struggling with his control here in the bottom of the third inning.
Well, like you mentioned, just pitches that are up in the zone. And Gregory, no pitcher, no matter how hard they throw, cannot operate from that position.
Garrett Wells with the big 3-run homer. And now Zach Trombley with a 2-base hit and a ground rule double bouncing over the right field fence. And that's going to bring up Joe Walls, the second baseman for Holy Family. The big leg kick from Mayers, and that one is high to Walls. It's going to move the count to 1 ball, no strikes.
Again, you can follow a detailed account of this game, pitch by pitch, KSIRsports.com. Just click on the appropriate links in this game, Brush and Holy Family.
There's the kick and the pitch, and that is swung on and man, it's a good off-speed pitch. Down in the zone. It's 1-1 to Joe Walls. I hope somebody follows it pitch by pitch so they can tell me what's going on.
Yeah, well, I tell you,
it's been nuts.
Everything is going on in this game.
Here's the deliberate leg kick, and that one hit him. He gets him with the inside breaking ball, and that hit Joe Walls, and he's going to make his way to first. Gregory Mayer struggling here in the bottom of the third, and that's going to bring the coach out for a little visit on the mound.
Pitching coach John Hirschfeld taking that slow walk to the hill because this is rare over the past season plus that Gregory Maris actually struggles, but I think that long wait in the dugout, actually affected him because he came out very sluggish walking the first 2 hitters. And then after the ground out to the shortstop Rosenbach, he just hung that pitch to Garrett West, who drilled it over the right center field fence, tying the game. And since then, a double and a hit batsman. And Holy Family's got the go-ahead run at second base, and still nobody out. Well, Deaton's the one who's really struggled defensively, even more so than Granberg, so he's really got to make up for it here, and he did not have a good first at bat either.
Yeah, Zach Deaton struck out. on 3 pitches in the bottom of the second inning. Another left-handed hitter for Holy Family coming up here. We've got runners at first and second. Like you said, a ground rule double followed by a hit batsman. Still nobody out here in the bottom of the third as Mares comes set from the stretch. A 1 out.
That one is up and away.
That's right. I missed that 1 out on the fielder's choice. Yes, field force out at second. Here's the pitch. That one swung on and missed.
Look where that pitch was, down in the zone.
There's good downward action on that pitch. And the count is 0-2. 1. Excuse me, 1-1 on Zach Deaton. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And that one is high for a ball. That's going to move the count to 2-1. Just missed the upper part of the zone on that one. Mares with the pitch, and that one swung on and missed. And now the count even at 2-2.
Well, you got to go after the gas right there. That's what Gregory Mares did. And even though that one was up in the zone, he got away with it.
Right. I'm guessing that's what the meeting was about. Attack the hitters. Here's the 2-2 pitch, and that one is a call. Strike 3. Got him with some gas up in the zone. And for the second time today, Zach Deaton is sat down on strikes, 2 away here in the bottom of the third with still runners first and second for Holy Family.
Well, if Mares can retire Chris McManus, it turns into a 4-inning ballgame.
Yeah. Chris McManus, the catcher, steps in. Reached on a walk his last time up. Here's the pitch. And that one's lined right back up the middle for a base hit. The runner around third. And the throw slides in safe. And now Zach Trombley with the scoring moves the score to 5-4 in favor of Holy Family. And on the play, Joe Walls moves to second. Chris McManus with a base hit, a rocket back up the box. About took the pitcher's head off.
Yep.
And an RBI to make the score 5-4 in honor of Holy Family. And in steps Louis Simpson, the pitcher, another left-handed hitter, and that one's grounded towards the second baseman. Up with the ball, easy throw to first, and that is the third out to end the inning. We in the bottom of the third with Holy Family back on top, 5-4. You're listening to Beat Diggers Baseball on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. This is Beat Diggers Baseball on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. Bull Braum and John Beltran from Broomfield, Colorado. Holy Family hosting the Brush Beat Diggers, and they lead right now. They, being the Holy Family Tigers, lead by a score of 5-4 after a 4-run bottom of the third inning. Beat Diggers did a good job of taking the lead in the top of the third in a wild top of the third, picking up 4 runs to make it 4-1. Unfortunately, Gregory Mares, a bit sluggish in the bottom of the third, gave up back-to-back walks and then a 3-run home run to the first baseman, Garrett Wells, followed by a ground rule double that would later lead to another run, making it 5-4 Holy Family. And starting off the top of the fourth inning, the pitcher, Gregory Mares, steps in.
Mares 1 for 1 so far. Base hit in the first, and he walked in his second plate appearance.
Walked and scored in that crazy third inning. And he's going to step in here against the right-hander, Louis Simpson. Simpson's had a rough go of it so far, and he misses with the first pitch of the inning up high. 1-0 the count to Gregory Mares.
That was his 80th pitch.
80 pitches with nobody out here in the top of the fourth.
It's got to be his last inning unless he goes 1-2-3 really quickly.
The young right-hander comes set. Here's the kick and the pitch, and that one misses low and away. And already 2-0 to the Beat Diggers pitcher, Gregory Mares.
Now, these teams combined for 19 runs each of the last 2 meetings. We're on that pace right now with 9 runs combined.
Here's the 2-0 pitch from Simpson. And that one swung on and fouled straight back and out of play. 2-1 the count. And Simpson, up until that crazy third inning, had done a good job of limiting the damage despite struggling on the mound. Unfortunately, things kind of got away from him in the third.
It evens out.
And now we find ourselves in a 5-4 ball game. Simpson kicks and fires, and that pitch is low and in the dirt. And it's now 3-1 And once again, we see the same problem we've been seeing. Lots of 3-ball counts, lots of deep pitch counts, and Simpson on the verge of putting himself in trouble again. Here's the 3-1 pitch to Mares, and that one's low. And just like that, the Beat Diggers have the leadoff hitter on again. A leadoff walk to Gregory Mares, who's now 1 for 1 with 2 walks here in the game. That's going to bring up the left fielder, Eric Garcia. Throw over to first, keep Mares close. Garcia flew out on a hard line drive to center field his last time up. Mares gets his lead from first. Here's the pitch from Simpson, and that one's in the dirt. 1 ball, no strikes.
Yeah,
Eric Garcia.
This is definitely it, Bull. He's not going past this inning, not with as many pitches as he's thrown, and as badly as he struggled, like I said, battling out there.
Simpson with a 1-0 count to the left fielder, Eric Garcia. There's a big curveball. Grounded to third. They get the out at second. They get the force out there. Garcia safe at first. No throw. Score that a fielder's choice. 5-4 on the putout. And there's 1 away. Still a runner at first.
Yeah, Deaton throwing on the walls, and they need that defense because the infield defense for Holy Family has been very shaky so far this afternoon, but they have the 1-run lead here in the 4th with Mitch Tormolen inside the batter's box.
Here's the first pitch, and that one misses low. 1-0 to the big first baseman for the Beat Diggers, Mitch Tormolen. Reached on an error in the 3rd inning and came around to score. We got Eric Garcia, the runner at first. He takes his lead. Simpson looks over. He comes set from the stretch, the 1-0 pitch. That one bounces in the dirt. Garcia's going to take off. He gets away from the catcher, and he's going to cruise into second. No throw from the catcher, McManus. And that is another pass ball by the catcher.
It'll be a wild pitch that time. Look, it bounced up there a little bit, but he's been handling quite easily. It's been tough behind the plate.
He's been more of a hockey goalie than a catcher.
Right. That's a good analogy.
That's going to move the count to 2-0 on Tormolen. With a runner at second, now the runner Garcia takes his lead. Simpson comes set, looks back, kicks and fires. That one swung and fouled back. Chop foul to the backstop. 2-1 the count on Tormolen.
Threw him a changeup. It looked like a fastball. It was a changeup, which is why he was so far out in front and was off of rhythm there with a swing.
Interesting that he would go back to the changeup on a 2-0 count. Again, I'm not sure he's overly confident in that fastball.
Nope.
Simpson on the mound, gets the sign he wants, taking his time, comes set from the stretch, the runner away from second. Here's the 2-1 pitch to Tormolen. That one's grounded back up the middle, fielded by the shortstop, long throw across on target for the out. That's 2 away. Fielded by Devlin Granberg, the shortstop for Holy Family. Good throw to get Tormolen at first. And that moves Eric Garcia to third with 2 down here in the top of the 4th. Tyler Monday, the third baseman for the Beat Diggers, steps in. He struck out and reached on a base hit in that 3rd inning. That one swung on and fouled straight back over the screen and out of play. Helped him out on a high breaking ball. Did Monday.
Not a good ratio for Simpson so far. 52 strikes and 39 balls.
Yeah, you'd definitely like to see a 2-to-1, even a 3-to-1 ratio if you could. But here's the 1-0 delivery. The 0-1 delivery is a called strike at the knees to Tyler Monday, and it's now 0-2 to the Beat Diggers, third baseman. Again, Eric Garcia on third base. He reached on a fielder's choice. Here's the 0-2 pitch, and that one is lined to center field. Drifting back is the center fielder, and he'll make the catch for out number 3. The catch by the center fielder, Jay Elliott, ends the top of the 4th inning. No runs for the Beat Diggers. No hits, and a runner left on. We move on to the bottom of the 4th. Holy Family 5, Beat Diggers 4, on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. Brush Beet Diggers trail 5-4 here as we head to the bottom of the fourth inning in Broomfield as Holy Family takes the plate here. John Beltran, Bull Brom, and Broomfield from Holy Family Field as we watch the Beet Diggers take the lead in the the top of the third inning in a crazy turn of events that saw 3 errors, 2 walks, a couple of hits, and 4 runs scored. And then in the bottom of the third inning, Holy Family making a comeback, scoring 4 runs, 3 of those on the 3-run homer by the first baseman, Garrett West. And that's where we sit right now, 5-4 Holy Family, as in steps Connor Stanley, the left fielder for Holy Family. Stanley walked and scored in the bottom of the third inning. And here's the first pitch from Gregory Mares, and about took off Connor Stanley's head. And that's going to make the count 1-0.
But see, this is where all the damage started, where Mares got himself in trouble walking the first 2 hitters.
Came out rusty. And that one's fouled back. 1-1 the count. If Mares can find some rhythm here early and avoid the walks, he may be able to get through a quick inning. He hasn't had nearly the pitch count that his counterpart, Louis Simpson, has had.
No, Mares thrown 53 pitches in the game, about nearly 40 fewer than Simpson.
There's the 1-1 pitch from Mares, and that one is on the inside corner. Good breaking ball. Buckled him a bit, and that's going to move the count to 1-2. I don't think Connor Stanley saw the break on that pitch as well. And here's the 1-2 pitch. That one's grounded back up the middle. Fielded it short, bobbled a bit, and still gets... No, he's safe. Just late with the throw.
The error on Rosenbrock, who just couldn't handle it cleanly.
Did a good job of fielding that ball, but unfortunately, just that slight bobble was enough to give Connor Stanley enough time to get to first. Infield defense has been questionable on both sides so far as Jay Elliott, the center fielder, steps in. Elliott swings and fouls one into the Holy Family dugout on the third base side, and that's going to move the count to 0-1. Elliott struck out in the first, walked in the third. Now with an 0-1 count as he faces right-hander Gregory Mares in his 4th inning of work. As turn and throw to first, runner back with a head-first slide. Hasn't been much in terms of base running, mainly because there's just been some questionable defense. There's a good pitch on the outside corner from Mares, and that's going to move the count to 0-2 on Jay Elliott, center fielder for Holy Family.
Yeah, they've got 6 errors combined in the game. I mean, it's just very sloppy right now.
Mares comes set. Here's the pitch, and that ball is in the dirt. Good breaking ball and good block by Trevor Blake behind the plate. Count is at 1-2. The base runner, Connor Stanley, reached on an error. He's at first, gets his lead. Mares taking a look. Here's the pitch, 1-2, and that one misses low. Count even at 2-2.
Again, you can follow us pitch by pitch. Go to KSIRsports.com, click on the appropriate links, and then on this Brush Holy Family game, led by Holy Family, 5-4 in the bottom of the 4th.
Mares kicks and fire. Here's the 2-2, and that one is lifted to center field, hit well. Back goes the center fielder, and that ball is gone. A 2-run homer to straightaway center field from Jay Elliott, and that's going to make the score 7-4 Holy Family here in the bottom of the 4th with still nobody out. And unfortunately, that error on Rosenbrock comes back to haunt Brush.
Well, I mean, that's just one earned run allowed there, the home run, because of the error that allowed the opening hitter Stanley to reach. But that's 2 home runs already for Holy Family. The 3-run blast by West, and as you mentioned, a 2-run shot by Jay Elliott. And a 4-1 lead is now a 7-4 deficit for Brush.
Right. Early in the game, Mares doing a good job keeping the ball down in the zone. The last couple innings struggling with keeping the ball down. He's been leaving pitches up. He pitches from the windup. Here's the first pitch to Devlin Granberg, the shortstop for Holy Family, and that pitch misses high.
Well, they called it a strike.
Did he call it a strike?
It looked like it was upstairs, but it's an 0-1 count.
0-1 count to Devlin Granberg. That one misses low, and now the count is at 1-1. Mares struggling a bit here in the middle innings. Here's the 1-1 pitch, and that one is lined past the second baseman into right field for a base hit. Granberg around first, big turn, but he's going to stay put at first. And that's a base hit for Devlin Granberg. Still nobody out here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Holy Family leads by a score of 7-4. As Gregory Mares, the big right-hander, struggles. Here's the first pitch. Runner takes off. That one's fouled straight back over the third base dugout and out of play. And the runner will have to go back as the count moves to 0-1 on Garrett West, who had a big 3-run homer to tie the game back in the third inning.
Yeah, 7 hits already for Holy Family, and this part of the order has been pretty lethal.
These lefties have given Mares some trouble today. Here's the 0-1 pitch, and that one is grounded to short. He takes it to second himself, onto first, and not in time. So they get the out at the out at second on the force out as Rosenbrock take it himself. But unfortunately, the throw to first was not in time as Garrett West was able to reach. First out here in the bottom of the fourth with Garrett West at first base, and coming up the DH, Zach Trombley, who had a ground rule double back in the third and came around to score.
Yeah, Hirschfeld was playing more towards the right side, which is why he couldn't get over to the bag in time and take that throw, because that looked like an easy 6-4-3 double play, but when Rosenbrock had to take it himself and take a couple of additional steps, that made it that much harder.
Right. So we've got one out here. Runner at first takes his lead, and Zach Trombley sticks in. The runner takes off, and then the throw down to second is not in time. That's going to be a stolen base for Garrett West.
And it's a ball.
And that was a ball down and away to Zach Trombley. Here comes the pitch. The 1-0 pitch is swung on grounder right back up the middle into center field. West will come around. He will score. Trombley's going to hold up at first at the base hit and an RBI for Zach Trombley as Garrett West comes around to score, and it is now 8-4. Holy Family here in the bottom of the fourth inning.
Yeah, the bottom line, just way too many pitches up in the zone. Second visit here by pitching coach John Hirschfeld. Let's see if they stick with Mares, who obviously having one of the worst games of his career, and Coach Hirschfeld will take the ball, so we'll take a break. Bottom of the fourth inning with 1 out. Holy Family has already tallied 3 more runs. It's Holy Family 8, Brush 4. We're back in a minute after the pitching change on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. All right, Mitch Tormolen will be the new pitcher for the Beat Diggers. Ryan Hirschfeld moves from second to first. Kyle Rosenbrock moves from short to second. And Gregory Mares is now the shortstop. So we have 4 defensive changes as Joe Wall steps in, and here's Bull Braum.
And the first pitch from Tormolen is a called strike on the outside corner to Joe Walls, second baseman for Holy Family. Tormolen with that first pitch. It is now 0-1. And here's the second pitch, and that one's up and away from the big right-hander. That's going to make it 1-1.
This is Tormolen's second appearance of the season. Is not allowed to run.
Turns and throws to first. Runner dives back in. The runner at first, Zach Trombley, an RBI single to make it 8-4, Holy Family. Here's the pitch, and that one's in the dirt. 2-1 to Joe Walls.
Well, hopefully that was Mares' worst start of the season.
We're going to hope so.
Yeah, we'll run through his numbers coming up a little bit later on after we get through this bottom of the fourth inning with the Diggers once leading by 3, now down by 4 to Holy Family.
From the set, here's the pitch, and that one's fouled straight back to the screen. And the count now 2-2. Walls was hit by a pitch in the third inning and is rounded out. He's 0 for 1 thus far in the game.
Mares 8 runs allowed, 6 earned in 3 1/3 innings.
Runner takes his lead. Tormolen comes set, takes a look, and fires. That one's grounded to the shortstop, Mares, on to second for 1, to first, in time for a double play. And that's going to end the inning. 8 runs for Holy Family, 4 for Brush. We head to the top of the 5th. You're listening to Beat Diggers Baseball on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com.
All right, Bull, I'll let you take it. Looks like we have a new pitcher.
Pitcher for Holy Family,
And Garrett West.
Garrett West will take the mound. Left-handed hitter, right-handed thrower on the mound as Garrett West gets his first inning of work. That's going to end the day for Louis Simpson, who goes 4 innings, giving up 4 runs. What do you got for hits, John?
Well, I'll get that here momentarily. Jared D. Herrera is now at first base as he's in there for Holy Family. And that looks like the only changes here that we've got for the Tigers.
So, well, let's see. We got Garrett West on the mound, and Jared D. Herrera is now playing first base.
All right, Trevor Blake's going to step in here. The Beat Diggers have got to stop this 7-0 run. In essence, you don't use that terminology in baseball,
right.
But Blake steps in with the Beat Diggers down 4.
Trevor Blake has walked and scored a run in the game so far as he steps in here with nobody out against Garrett West. His first pitch of the ball game is high for a ball. 1-0 to the Beat Diggers catcher.
Well, Simpson certainly battled out there.
Here's the 1-0 pitch, and that one misses low and away. 2-0 the count now.
Beat Diggers had a 4-1 lead in this game, but 4 runs in the third, 3 more in the fourth have given the Tigers a 4-run advantage.
Garrett West kicks and fires, and that one is just a bit outside. 3-0 to Trevor Blake here to start off the 5th inning for the Beat Diggers. And West with the 3-0 pitch. That one's right down the middle. Blake taking all the way, now 3-1. And West works a heck of a lot quicker than his predecessor.
Simpson, who threw a ton of pitches.
And here's the 3-1 pitch, and that one is lined into left field. Back goes the left fielder, and he's going to make the catch.
Oh, a great catch by Conley Stanley. He initially misjudged it, and then made a splendid catch as he turned around.
He got a little twisted on that one, but able to find the ball. That's one away for the Beat Diggers. Unfortunately, it was hit well and looked like it might be good for extra bases, but like you said, Connor Stanley able to recover. Here's the first pitch to Ryan Hirschfeld, the new first baseman. He lines one up the middle, and that's past the diving second baseman, a base hit for Hirschfeld. His first hit of the afternoon. As the Beat Diggers have a runner on first here with 1 away, and in steps Daniel Soto, the right fielder.
Yeah, the Beat
looks
Diggers.
like we're going to get a courtesy runner here. As Cardenas will step in at first base.
Only 4 hits in the game for the Beat Diggers. That's
several errors by Holy Family, some walks thrown in there. Garrett West on the mound now from the stretch. Here's the first pitch, and that one's at the knees for a called strike to Daniel Soto. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Soto. That one misses in the dirt. Nice block by the catcher. And it now moves to 1-1.
all of your loan needs and High Plains Bank, Central Avenue and Wiggins, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
The 1-1 pitch. This is outside. 2-1. Garrett West on the mound. His first inning of work here for Holy Family in relief of Louis Simpson, who went the first 4 innings. Ton of pitches for Simpson. Here's a 2-1 pitch from West to Daniel Soto, and that one misses high, and it's 3-1.
Yeah, let's see if we can get the line here on Simpson. He went 4 innings, and he threw 93 pitches. Wow.
Here's the 3-1 pitch from West, and that one swung on and missed. Full count. Cardenas, the courtesy runner at first, gets a walking lead.
A lot of 4 runs, but none earned, by the way, for Simpson.
And here's the full count pitch, and that one is swung on and missed. And Daniel Soto goes down swinging for out number 2. 4 runs, none earned on 92 pitches.
Yeah. 93.
93 pitches.
92, it's all the same thing.
It's a heavy. At that point, that's a lot.
Yeah, that is.
Especially through 4 innings. That's going to bring up Kyle Rosenbrock, now playing second base, and here's the first pitch, and that one is swung on and lifted to center field. Back goes the center fielder, and he can't make the catch. He leaps, and it's over his head. Here comes Cardenas around third, the throw in, and the throw to third, and Rosenbrock is out at third. No run. Cardenas did not cross the plate before the out at third was made, so no run on the play. That's going to end the 5th inning. No runs. Nobody left on. We move on to the bottom of the listening to Beat Diggers Baseball. We trail 7-4 on 8-4 on 10 KSIR and KSIR.com. A new pitcher for the Brush Beat Diggers as Eric Garcia takes the mound. Cardenas now the left fielder. As we open the bottom of the 5th here in Broomfield, as Holy Family leads the Brush Beat Diggers 8-4. And it looks like coming to the plate, Jared D. Herrera, the new first baseman for Holy Family.
And by Mitch Tormolen back at first base for Brush. Yeah, this has just been a wild game, but the Beat Diggers have got to play some clean baseball if they hope to salvage a very good season. This is a very good Beat Digger team, but unfortunately, some bad base running there. They've committed to 3 errors. They had a few walks. Gregory Mayers had a 4-1 lead, and normally a solid pitcher. And unfortunately, just not his day.
D. Herrera in for Zach Deaton. Deaton, 2 strikeouts on the day, over 2. Now we've got Jared D. Herrera, the new first baseman. Like I said, Eric Garcia on the mound for the Beat Diggers. As Holy Family leads this game 8-4. At one point, Brush with a 4-1 lead after a big 3rd inning. But 7 runs by Holy Family. And here's the first pitch, and that one is just outside to D. Herrera. 1 ball, no strike.
And this is Garcia's first appearance of the season.
And that one gets away in the dirt. Back to the backstop. 2-0. They count.
For all of your title needs, visit Tim Weimer, Northern Colorado Title on West Kiowa in Fort Morgan.
Eric Garcia with the 2-0 count with the windup, and that one is in for a strike in the upper part of the zone. Moves the count to 2-1.
And Garcia's a sophomore, tossed, I believe, 3 shutout innings in that regional semifinal loss.
That one's grounded to third, taken in there, bobbled a bit, and the throw not in time. And that's going to be another error on the Beat Diggers.
A perfect bounce there to Tyler Monday. He just couldn't come up with that ball securely. He bobbled it.
A lot of bobbles on the infield by both teams. Makes you wonder if there's some tricky hops on that infield.
But not there, because he had it.
Now, he had it. He just couldn't get it out of his glove. Unfortunately, that's going to bring up Chris McManus, the catcher. McManus takes one in the dirt for a strike. A ball. McManus with a walk and a single today. D. Herrera takes his lead from first. Eric Garcia from the stretch. A look over. There's the 1-0 pitch, and that one is high. 2-0.
Yeah, the Beat Diggers have got to work their fundamentals. This is just not good baseball by Brush.
4th error for the Beat Diggers today. There's a throw over to first. Runner back. Like you said, just too many bobbles by the infielders. They make clean hops. Just can't seem to get the ball out of the glove. 2-0 pitch to McManus is in the dirt. Now 3-0.
Premier Farm Credit is the gold standard in ag lending. That's Premier Farm Credit.
A wild game so far here in Broomfield as Holy Family leads by a score of 8-4 in the bottom of the fifth inning. A leadoff error has a runner on first as he takes the lead. Here's the 3-0 pitch, and that's on the outside corner for a strike. 3-1 to the catcher, Chris McManus. Eric Garcia working his first inning on the mound. Gregory Mayer started the game. Had a rough go of it, to say the least. Here's the 3-1 pitch, and that one is chopped foul down the third base line towards the dugout. Moves the count full.
Well, as ugly as it's been, you can still follow us pitch by pitch through our ESPN iScore program through KSIRsports.com. Just click on KSIRsports.com, go to the appropriate links, and then click on today's game. Brush and Holy Family. Right now, the Beat Diggers down 4 in the bottom of the fifth inning.
The runner, D. Herrera, takes his lead. Garcia with the full count pitch, and that one is lifted to left field, down the line, carrying.
I think it's foul.
Foul ball.
Yeah, we were shielded completely from that fly ball.
So the count remains full at 3-2. Unfortunately, our view past the third base dugout a little constricted.
Yeah.
A long foul ball to Chris McManus.
Well, you know, the Beat Diggers have had base runners on in every inning. If they can keep this at a 4-run game, I mean, they came back from a 6-run deficit against Fort Morgan.
It's not one of those games where you feel like 4 runs is out of it. Garcia will turn and throw to first. Runner dives back in safely and get a full count on Chris McManus, the catcher. D. Herrera, the new first baseman for Holy Family, reached on an error by the third baseman, Tyler Monday. He's at first. Garcia keeping an eye on him there. He's got his lead. Here's the 3-2 pitch, and that one is high. Ball 4, and now we've got runners at first and second for the Holy Family Tigers with nobody out here in the bottom of the fifth inning. Again, Holy Family leading by 4, 8-4.
Well, and you think of the base on balls, that's also hurt the Beat Diggers today. Although Gregory Mayer had 3, it seems like they've had more. That was the first by Eric Garcia, so 4 base on balls, but that always equates to a run.
4 walks, several hits, too many errors. Some sloppy baseball on both sides.
This is Adrian Doe.
Adrian Doe at the plate. The right-hander takes the first pitch high and tight for a ball. Adrian Doe.
I think Doe might be playing third base here as well. Because when they took Simpson out of the game, West came in and they had D. Herrera at first. I'm guessing Doe is now at third.
Doe stands in with a 1-0 count against the right-hander Garcia. He turns and fires to second, and the runner is back with a dive. He's safe. Garcia, more than any Beat Digger pitcher thus far, keeping extra close eye on the runners. Here's the pitch, 1-0, swung on, fouled straight back to the screen. 1-1 to Adrian Doe.
Yeah, the problem with Garcia, though, is that he's throwing so much to the back that you lose the focus on the hitter. Just go after the hitter right now. You're only down 4. If you can get out of this inning 8-4, maybe no worse than 9-4, you're still pretty much in the game. But if this gets to double digits for Holy Family, forget about it.
Well, and I can think of only one inning where Holy Family has really been aggressive on the base paths. Garcia with the 1-1 pitch, misses low.
Well, 2-1. Did they call it a ball? Well, I thought. Well, we'll find out in a second. I thought they called that a strike.
It looked awfully close.
And D. Herrera got the stolen base there.
D. Herrera with the stolen base moves runners to the corners. And Trevor Blake out to give some signs to the infield.
We'll find out, I think. Again, the scoreboard is not operational here. At least they don't have it turned on, I should say. But it could be 1-2 here against Adrian Doe.
Here's the pitch, and that's chopped off the plate to first base. Tormolin tags out the runner at first, but the runner from third is in to score. Jared D. Herrera makes it 9-4 Holy Family, and Chris McManus moves up to second. One away here in the bottom of the fifth inning. Now 9-5. In favor of Holy Family. That's a called strike to Connor Stanley, the left fielder.
He's had a nice game, at least in his last at-bat he did. Or, no, that was Jay Elliott.
Last at-bat, Connor Stanley reached on there and came around to score on a home run by Jay Elliott. There's a line drive to left field. That's going to be down for a hit. The runner coming around third. The throw in. No throw. He's in safe, and it is now 10-5. Holy Family, a solid base hit. And an RBI for Connor Stanley.
Yeah, that was Matt Erb, the courtesy runner, scoring from second. But now they've pretty much poured it on here.
Now a 6-run lead for Holy Family. After the Beat Diggers led 4-1 after the top of the third inning.
Jay Elliott had the big 2-run bomb earlier in this game.
And that pitch is high to Jay Elliott for a 1-0 count from the right-hander Eric Garcia. If there's one positive, as that ball is fouled back to the screen, 1-1. Garcia making the hitters put it in play.
That's true.
Unfortunately, they're just hitting them where they ain't, as you would say in baseball terms.
And the Beat Diggers have been a couple that have been right at the opposing players, including a line drive double play early in this game. That's right.
Here's the 1-1 pitch, and that's a called strike at the bottom of the zone. A good breaking ball from Eric Garcia to Jay Elliott, the center fielder for Holy Family. Elliott again with that big home run back in the fourth inning, a 2-run shot. As he stands in with a 1-2 count here against Eric Garcia. There's the pitch. That one's in the dirt. The runner was going on the play, and he's going to cruise into second safely without a throw as the ball got away from Trevor Blake. Connor Stanley moving up to second.
Another runner in scoring position. Third consecutive game within the last 3 seasons. Holy Family scored in double digits against Brush. 12 2 years ago, 13 last year, and 10 right now.
And here's the pitch, and that's a called strike 3. A good breaking ball from Eric Garcia on the outside corner, and Jay Elliott is down on strikes for out number 2. Connor Stanley still at second base here with 2 away, and in steps Devlin Granberg. Granberg scored 3 runs today as he steps in against Garcia. Here's the first pitch, and that one is grounded down the first base line, taken there by Tormolin. He's going to jog over the bag for the easy out, and that's going to end the 5th inning. 2 more runs for Holy Family. They now lead at 10-4 over the Beat Diggers. You're listening to Beat Digger Baseball on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com.
Inning after Dylan Acosta grounded out to the third baseman, the new third baseman, Joe Walls. Holy Family leads Brush 10-4. No balls and 1 strike to Gregory Maris after he just fouled off a pitch by Garrett West. And the breaking ball is down and away. And the count is level at 1 ball and 1 strike. The Beat Diggers scored all their runs in the third inning, all unearned against starter Louis Simpson. 1-1 pitch, bounces in. Ball 2, strike 1. Beat Diggers are 5 outs away from losing their second straight game after opening the season 2-0. But this is definitely a game, Bull, that they've kind of given away as well, based on the number of errors they committed, although you got to credit Holy Family. They took advantage. 3-run homer by Garrett West, 2-run homer by Jay Elliott.
Absolutely.
And the Beat Diggers have used 3 pitchers in the game. And the 2-1 swung on and lined into left field. That is a base hit, the second hit of the game for Gregory Maris.
And if I'm not mistaken, that's their first hit since that third inning when they took that 4-1 lead.
Yep, it is for the Beat Diggers. Maris is now 2 for 2. That'll bring up Eric Garcia, the left-handed hitting pitcher now. The stretch by West and the offering. And that fastball is low. 1 ball and no strikes.
West looks like a pretty solid pitcher for Holy Family.
No, he's very good. Garcia's 0 for 3, a strikeout, a line out, and a ground out. The 1-0. Down and in on the off-speed pitch. 2-0 to Garcia. The Diggers need a couple of runs in this inning to get back in the game with Mitch Tormolen on deck as the heart of the order is coming up for Brush. Short lead for Maris at first. 2-0. Swung on. That ball is grounded to short. Granberg to second. That's one. And over to first, and that's going to be late. But eliminated at second is Gregory Maris, and there's two down for Mitch Tormolen.
Again, the Beat Diggers just struggling to capitalize when they get runners on. They've had plenty of base runners all game long. Unfortunately, they just can't seem to capitalize or catch a break.
The stretch. Tormolen awaits. Upstairs. Breaking ball that didn't break. 1 ball and no strikes. Tormolen is 0 for 3 in the game. Lined out, reached on an air, and a ground out. And that bounces in. Blocked by McManus. It's 2-0. The Diggers have 5 hits in the game. Looks like Holy Family's got 11. And they have been hard for the most part. The 2-0 runner going. Swung on. That ball is lifted on the left side in foul territory. The shortstop, Granberg, is over. And I think Granberg made the catch, and he did. In foul territory up the left field side, the inning is over. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. 5.5 complete. Holy Family 10, Brush 4 on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. 10-4, Holy Family leads Brush as we head to the bottom of the 6th inning. In Broomfield, John Beltran with Chris Brom. And the big, strong left-handed hitter, Garrett West, who is 2 for 3 with a single and a home run, will be stepping in against Eric Garcia, beginning his 2nd inning of work. Holy Family has scored in every inning. 1 in the first, 1 in the second, 4 in the third, 3 in the fourth, and 2 in the fifth. Let's see. That up to 11. Wonder if that drive. Well, let's see if I have the score right. We'll find that out in a second. The pitch, swing and a miss on a changeup, way out. 0-1.
I don't think West was expecting a first pitch changeup there, as he was way out on his front foot.
One in the offering, down and in. 1 ball, 1 strike. Actually, in the second, Holy Family was held scoreless, so virtually every inning. Breaking ball is grounded foul towards the Digger dugout. On the first base side, the count is 1-2. You can follow us, KSIRsports.com, a detailed account pitch by pitch. And apparently somebody said, let some balloons go. Hopefully they'll just fly out. They were starting to descend. The 1-2 to West bounces in there. Count goes to 2-2. This game is nearly 2 hours old, and when you're playing a 7-inning game, that doesn't make for good baseball. Blake apparently took that in a very uncomfortable area.
He caught that one with his chin.
Yeah, that certainly hurts, and he's trying to shake that off.
Ball bounced right back up underneath the chin guard of that face mask, and Blake just needs a minute.
Yeah, he's an excellent catcher, a 2-year starter at catcher.
Most catchers have been busy today.
Yeah, Chris McManus certainly has had his share of issues to deal with, and now Blake on his back. Yeah, that one must have got him really good.
Definitely got him pretty good. As they're taking a look at his head.
Well, let's take a break here. We're in the bottom of the 6th inning with a score. Holy Family 10, Brush 4. This is 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. John Beltran, Chris Brom back at Holy Family High School in Broomfield. Alec Peterson is the new catcher. Apparently, Trevor Blake took one off, I guess, the Adam's apple there.
It looked like
either right on the chin or looked like below the chin, and the Beat Digger coaches wanted to take every precaution. He went flat on his back, but he was on his back for maybe about a minute to 2, and he got up, he walked off under his own power, so he is done for the remainder of the game. And Let's see. Pitching coach John Hirschfeld wants to talk to Peterson, I guess. Make sure he's relaying the signals correctly, yeah. Anyway, the batter here for Holy Family in this bottom of the sixth inning is Garrett West. Ball, 2-strike count. The opening hit the frame against right-hander Eric Garcia.
West has had a big game today.
Yeah, that 3-run homer certainly changed the game. It went from 4-1 to a tie game with the Beat Diggers leading at that point. 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball swung on, and it's going to go all the way to the screen. He foul-tipped it. And he did foul-tip it. So why does the umpire saying 3-2? I don't have 3-2 here. I have 2-2.
Was that pitch that took Blake out of the game?
No, I marked that one down. Well, here we go. So they're asking for a count.
I said,
chip 2-2, not 3-2. And, well, now are they saying that that ball was not fouled off? See, the umpire did not give an indication that the ball was fouled off by Garrett West and the ball in the dirt. So he didn't put his hands up.
No. And he's saying 3-2.
And it should be 2-2.
Well, and if it wasn't a foul ball, it should be a strikeout.
They say that was a ball? I mean, that's ridiculous. He's calling that. He clearly swung at that pitch. Yeah, that's why he's saying it's 3-2. I mean, well, he
can't be calling that a ball. He swung at it.
He clearly swung at the pitch. But that's why he's saying 3-2. How do you not call that a strike?
Unless he's mistaken in the count and he's calling it a foul ball.
No. He's saying 3-2. He's calling that a no swing.
Well, this is unusual.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. He called that a ball. That's about as bad of umpiring as you could see. 3-2, and it's up and away, and it's a 6-pitch walk, and that was atrocious umpiring. I mean, he clearly swung at the pitch unless they changed the definition. Either way, here's Zach Trombley. Yeah, that is horrendous. I'm sorry, it's a 10-4 game. If you swing, and move on. The offering, the breaking ball, bounces off Peterson's glove to his left, and taking off on the pass ball is going to be West at second. It's 1 ball and no strikes. Beat Diggers trailed 10-4 near the bottom of the 6th inning. Holy Family looking for more. They've scored the last 9 runs of the game. Garcia stretches. And the 1-0. Breaking ball is grounded left side towards the shortstop, and Bears cannot get it in the hole for a base hit. Rounding third and heading towards the plate and scoring. It's going to be Garrett West. Throw to second, the tag, and out is going to be Trombley. That'll go 7-2 to 6 as the tag was made, and there's 1 down. That's the only bad thing that Holy Family's done in this game is the base running.
They've made some poor base running decisions.
But other than that,
trying to be aggressive on the throw home, unfortunately, just didn't work out for him.
And that pitch bounces off the catcher Peterson. It's 1-0. Here's the wind, 1-0 pitch. Fastball is there for a strike on the outer half, took something off it. And it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Garcia working the offering. Change-up swag and a miss. That was a nice pitch. 1-2.
Good job of changing speeds there, keeping the ball down in the zone.
Holy Family 11, Brush 4. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And the pitch to Joe Walls. Swung on, driven 100 feet foul, it seems, down the left field side. Count remains at 1-2. Walls in the game has grounded to third, was hit by a pitch, and hit into a 6-4-3 double play, so he's 0 for 2.
I think that's just what we would call a long strike.
Yeah, that is a long strike, although it was 2 strikes already. Here is the 1-2 offering. Low and away with a fastball. The count is leveled at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Yeah, Garcia struggled a bit. 20 strikes and 16 balls, although it should be 21 and 15. And the 2-2 in the curve with a breaking ball. 3-2 to Joe Walls.
Walls wanted to swing.
Held up nicely. It'll be a 3-2 pitch. Here it is. And the breaking ball is upstairs. I'm not sure why he threw a breaking ball in a 3-2. Down by 7 runs, but that's what Garcia did. And that'll bring up Jared De Herrera, who reached on an error, one of 4 Beet Digger errors in the game. He was able to score in that 5th inning. The pitch bounces in all the way to the screen. Taking off for second is going to be Joe Walls. That's 1-0. And unfortunate for the Beet Diggers there.
Seem to be falling apart here in the later innings. Errors, wild pitches, pass balls.
And the 1-0. That bounces all the way to the screen. 2 balls and no strikes. So a couple of balls, a couple of wild pitches.
Unfortunately, those pitches in the dirt are what took Trevor Blake out of the game.
And the 2-0. Swing and a miss. The count now at 2-1 to Jared De Herrera. At third is Walls. 1 in already in the bottom of the 6th for Holy Family. They lead Brush 11-4. And the offering. Swung on, shot foul up the third base side. Count is level at 2-2. Yeah, this is a game the Beet Diggers want to forget about.
Yeah.
You know, the offensive side, I think they were okay. I mean, they had opportunities in virtually every inning.
Absolutely. They've had tons of base runners.
But defensively, and the pitching was certainly down. This is not typical Brush Beet Digger baseball. 2-2 to Jared De Herrera, the pitch. Breaking ball is upstairs. 3-2 to De Herrera. Garcia looks in. And the offering. Curveball is, wow, high. That looked pretty good from here.
That's 2 hitters in a row.
Terrible here in this bottom of the 6th inning. I don't know where he missed there, but that'll bring up Chris McManus.
That's 2 hitters in a row that he went to a breaking ball.
Yeah.
3-2 count. And like you said, that pitch, to me, appeared to catch a whole lot of the plate. Unless he was saying it was high.
Yeah, no, it must have been high. That's the only way he could have called it. But that pitch has been called a strike. At least that location has been called a strike. 2 walks and a single for McManus in the game. He scored a run, the courtesy runner. The head on base scored a run. The stretch. McManus awaits. There it is. And that bounces in, but it's backhanded by Peterson. Taking off for second is De Herrera. He's got the stolen base.
And I spoke too soon. I said the Tigers hadn't been too aggressive on the base paths, but the last couple innings, they've really stepped it up.
1-0 pitch. Bounces in, and that's off the umpire. Now headed for the plate. The throw, the toss, the slide, safe. In there is going to be Walls. Oh, he's out of him. Out. Must have missed the plate. Wow, he must have missed the plate. That should be the end of the inning. No, second out of the inning. Wow. So it's 2-0. That's it. That's amazing. So they called him out at the plate.
Looked like he got the foot in there before the tag on the chest, but perhaps atoning for an earlier mistake. The umpire called him out.
There's the wind and pitch. Breaking ball foul tipped into the glove of Peterson. Count is now at 2-1. Yeah, that's pretty amazing. I mean, it looked like he easily beat that, but they said he got him in the upper left shoulder, but if he got him in the upper left shoulder, the feet were already in. 2-1 pitch. Swung on, fisted foul, and out of play behind the screen. The count is at 2-2. Follow us at KSIRSports.com. Not the type of game you want to follow us, but nonetheless,
we can keep track of what's going on.
Yeah, this is one of the sloppiest games. We've had outs at every base.
Exactly.
Every single base. Here's the wind and the 2-2. Outside with a fastball. 3-2 to Chris McManus. Jared De Herrera at third base.
Garcia working hard the last couple innings.
Yeah, he's thrown 49 pitches in an inning and two-thirds. The offering. Curveball is lifted into right center field. The second baseman, Rosenbrock, is out under it, makes the catch. The inning is over. Holy Family scores in the inning. They do it on a base hit, no errors, and a man left. Let's head to the top of the seventh. Holy Family 11, Brush 4 on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. Last chance for the Beat Diggers against Garrett West. As the Beat Diggers are trailing 11-4 to Holy Family. It'll be Tyler Monday, Trapper Blake, and Ryan Hirschfeld. And Louis Simpson is the pitcher of record. High school ball, you need to go 4 innings. As opposed to Major League Baseball, you got to go 5. So,
and actually, it'll be Peterson on deck. Trevor Blake.
That's right.
Outlack.
Yeah, you're right about that. I should know that.
It's all right, John.
Monday in the game is it's been a long game.
It's been a long game.
Well, look at it. 2 hours and 9 minutes.
It's been a busy game.
Wind and pitch. Fastball strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. Monday has struck out, singled, and popped to center. He's 1 for 3. 0-1. Swung on and fouled straight back. It's 0-2.
Monday's got a nice swing.
Yeah, he does. They're very powerful. Yeah, he likes the power pitchers better than the finesse pitchers. Here's the wind. 0-2. Fastball is fisted on the ground to third. Nice big hop, and the ball is dropped by Joe Walls. And Holy Family commits their 4th error of the game. And Monday is on. I mean, this just illustrates how sloppy this game has been.
8 errors between the two teams.
Yeah.
Numerous walks.
And here is Alec Peterson.
Looks like
and Peterson with his first plate appearance of the game after Trevor Blake went out for getting hit by a pitch behind the plate when he was catching off a bounce. Looked like right off the Adam's apple. And he went down to the ground, and he was okay when he got up, but he's out of this game. Pitch to Peterson. Swung on and driven high and deep into center field. That ball's got major carry way back and diving to his left, and it cannot get it. Jay Elliott gave it a dive. Advancing to third is Monday. He's going to round third. The throw to third, the slide, and safe. Scoring is Monday. It's an RBI triple by Peterson. And it's Holy Family 11, Brush 5, and that ball was drilled.
11. Boy, you don't expect that kind of pop out of Peterson. He's kind of a little guy.
Yeah.
But he put a good swing on that pitch.
And here is Jesus Cardenas. He steps in. His first plate appearance. The pitch outside. 1 ball and no strikes.
It's one of the first well-hit balls we've seen from Brush in a while.
1-0. Fastball is low. Yeah, that was the best of the game. 2-0 to Jesus. Beat Diggers haven't had too many hits in this game. 2-0 pitch. Swing and missing the ball way over the zone. That would have been 3-0. Instead, it's 2-1.
I think he was trying to get back the 6 runs they need to tie it up.
You can't do that with this swing. You need about 5 more guys on base and an expanded baseball field. 2-1. Upstairs, 3-1 to Jesus.
They haven't invented the 6-run homer yet.
Not yet. Not yet. Let me know when that happens. 3-1 to Jesus. And the offering. Swung on, popped up into foul territory. The catcher, McManus, up the third baseline, will allow the pitcher, West, to make the catch, and there's 1 down. Nice defensive play there by both the catcher and the pitcher, only as McManus and West did not collide. It was clearly going to be West's ball.
Heads-up defense by West to get off the mound and get after that.
Yeah, I mean, you see in Major League Baseball so many times the pitcher's not a fielder. Pitch to Daniel Soto. Upstairs with a fastball. It's 1-0. Soto is 1 for 3 in the game. lined into the double play in that second inning. Singled and struck out. The stretch with a runner at third. 1-0 pitch. Inside with a fastball. It's 2-0.
That double play was a rally killer in that inning.
First and third with nobody out. Holy Family is up 1-0. The Beat Diggers did not score in that frame. And Soto hit that one very hard. 2-0 pitch. Swing and a miss, and a ball up and in. Beat Diggers getting very anxious. And it's 2-1 to Daniel Soto. On the top of the seventh inning, John Beltran with Chris Brom. 11-5 Holy Family. And the pitch. Breaking ball is up and away. 3-1. Let's going to try to get home by 6:30. That is not going to happen. But by 7 would be suffice.
We can handle that.
Well, I have nighttime activities, but let's get through this game first and see if the Beat Diggers can rally. 3-1 offering. That is low with a fastball, and Soto walks.
John Beltran's nightlife.
Well, no, it's not a social call, that's for sure. Here's Kyle Rosenbrock, who grounded to third, walked, and then doubled, but was thrown out at third. And that was a key play in that game because Jesus Cardenas was coming around to score, but Rosenbrock is so fast, he thought he could make it to third, and he was tagged out before Jesus crossed home plate, which is why the run did not count.
That's right.
Stretch in the pitch, and that is over but low.
I got to tell you, I like Rosenbrock.
1 ball and no strikes.
A good young player.
The stretch. 1-0 offering, and that is low and away. Yeah, good solid player. 2-0, and now we're going to get a visit to the hill. And the Beat Diggers could make this very interesting if Rosenbrock reaches with only 1 out of the 7th. And this 11-5 Holy Family lead. We might even have a pitching change here, and it looks like we will. Well, let's take it with them. Holy Family 11, Brush 5. This is 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. All right, no pitching change. Garrett West actually stays in the game, down 2-0 in the count to Kyle Rosenbrock. Swung on, tapped foul up the third base side towards the Holy Family dugout. And the count is at 2-1. At third for Brush is Alec Peterson. Over at first is Daniel Soto.
See if the Beat Diggers can capitalize this inning, something they've struggled to do all game long.
Rosenbrock awaits the 2-1 pitch. And here it is. And he swings and fouls it way foul up the left side. That ball just jammed.
I think that was a foul ball.
Yeah, that's a foul by the very definition of 50-foot fouls. 2-2.
I'd say he was a bit out in front.
Yep, to the Beat Digger freshman. The stretch by the right-hander West. And the pitch. And that is low. 3-2. And let me tell you, Rosenbrock did a nice job of taking a pitch that, had it been a smidgen higher, would have been a called strike 3. He knows the strike zone very well, and the ball zone for that matter.
Very talented.
Rosenbrock awaits the 3-2 pitch, and he swings and grounds it on the left side shortstop. Granberg goes to second for 1. No play at first. Scoring is Peterson on the fielder's choice. Holy Family's lead is 11-6. And here comes Dylan Acosta. And give the RBI to Kyle Rosenbrock.
Good to see some Beat Diggers here in the last inning.
The stretch with a runner at first. Pitch to Acosta, and the breaking ball is upstairs. 1 ball and no strikes. And the offering. Swung on. That ball is driven deep into center field. Way back is Elliott. It looks like he's got room towards the track. He leads and he makes the catch. Just shy of the track, and the game is over. An outstanding play over there by Jay Elliott. And Holy Family has won the game 11-6. The Beat Diggers scored 2 in the frame on a triple and an error, and they leave a man on base. We'll take a break. Holy Family 11, Brush 6 on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. John Beltran, Chris Braun back from Holy Family High School in Broomfield. Welcome to the Beat Digger post-game show brought to you by Buildings by Design. The most important thing to buying a new building or starting a new design build project is picking the right company to build it. For a free bid, call Pat Walter or Travis Lefevre, 970-842-5837. Visit them on the web at buildingsbydesign.com. 11 runs, 10 hits, 4 errors for Holy Family. They left 5 on base. 6 runs, 7 hits, 4 errors for Brush. They left 9. As Holy Family wins this 2-hour and 20-minute game, 11-6. Holy Family took a 1-0 lead early on a Beat Digger error in the opening inning. The Beat Diggers then capitalized with 4 runs, all of those unearned in the top of the third, but then Garrett West tied it with a 3-run homer in a 4-run third as Holy Family took a 5-4 lead. 3 more runs in the 4th inning as Jay Elliott went deep on a 2-run blast. Holy Family added single tallies in the 5th and 6th innings. Essentially, they scored 10 unanswered runs, turning a 4-1 deficit into an 11-4 lead and winning the game 11-6 as Holy Family wins its season opener. Beat Diggers dropped to 2-2 on the season. Winning pitcher was Louis Simpson. He threw 93 pitches but won 4 innings, allowing 4 runs, and they were all unearned. And the loss went to Gregory Mares, who allowed 8 runs in this game. 6 of those were earned. Beat Diggers will be back in action coming up a week from today in Yuma against the Indians, 4 o'clock first pitch on 1010 as well as KSIR.com. Outstanding job by our sound engineer and producer, Braden Snyder. For Chris Bull-Brom, I'm John Beltran. The final score from Broomfield, Holy Family 11, Brush 6 on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com.